This the realest fucking shit I'll ever say in my life. This the realest fucking shit you'll ever hear on the mic. Better be quicker than lights or get 25 to life. If your moves ain't precise, start singing for Christ. But Jesus won't feed us if a nigga about to starve. Been singing the same song in front and behind them bars. Under my feet is the lava, above my head the stars. Where the fuck is hell in heaven? I'm compelled with lessons. Like the shells in my weapon, I repel the stressing. I inhale the session as I'm dollar reflecting. Just a scholar inspecting every movement and function. Gentlemen, sipping Louis 14 over discussion. And the funds that I'm trusting make my guns start busting over financial concussions. A hoe with self-destruction without a pin's instructions. I'm talking with some blue eyes while I'm at the luncheon. Them cheeks start blushing, every penny start rushing. I gotta love the sound of you roaches I be crushing. This is royal flushing, I will see you on your bluffing. Niggas take the way I move, maneuver like it's nothing. Go ahead and grab your bitch, I got the key to your cuffin'. So please keep your respect, no need for the cussing. If I gotta teach you manners, you'll end up on the camera. You will be a prime example, post the boy on the banner. Yeah, you goons are fucking goons, illiterate with no grammar. Nigga, if it's not Godfather, why even bother? Work smarter, not harder, or end up as a martyr. I am married to this game, my clock and doze in a garter belt. And that's why it's harder felt. And going broke will make any real nigga start to melt. Can't mess up the velvet, I can't mess up the leather. Smoke a blunt of this West Coast and I get it together. Study banks and stocks to get some game on my cheddar. Then I study wars to prepare for any contenders. Just a real nigga trying to make my life better. That's an everyday job. Being happy's a mission and crackers making it hard. Is the Negro a beast or is the image of God? Did slave blood taste like honey when they back got flogged? We was treated like dogs. Niggas singing the blues, dancing in tap shoes. Now I tap on the shoulder of my chauffeur. I don't even gotta speak, he knows where to pull over. Money makes the summer colder, keeps the winter warm. Thoughts come from darkness, so when you speak is born. My core I feel like the Lord with a crown of thorns. Hell have no fury, just like a woman scorned. That's why they keep their legs open till they pussy's torn. Never kick the hornet's nest, cause the stinkers swarm. I'm all the gods combined to one in physical form. Bitch, nigga. Yeah. That's the guy 720 for you.
Well, that shit slap.
Saga City. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. Pretty little girl wanna play in the park. Don't come outside when it's after dark. You're looking like Lois on my lane, searching for Clark. Well, I'm Superman, let me kiss your hand. Since you don't know where we stand, I got a small plan. Don't talk to any man unless he gives you $1,000. Money is the magic that makes my shaft expand. Get excited cause you like it like my last command. And she will obey because it's real that way. She know I'll get crucial conflict about my hay. Them dumbass mind games we will not play. If my throne is your home, you gon' do as I say. See, on this plantation we work the night and the day. I'll take you to the borough zones, wards, and the bay. Yes, it's true indeed, I'll give you everything you need. Cause when you succeed, bitch, my pockets succeed. Hey, I like them yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like them yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like them yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like them yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. The stakes is high, it's just me, myself, and I. Mary J is really all I need to get by. But I hooked up with Renee on the Lost Boy side. She wanna spend time, get some UNITY. Benita Applebum chewing on bubble gum, looking for a roughneck. She got a crush on me, her ill nana stay wet. She like to talk about sex, so I told her keep her head up like her sundress. Taste the salt from the sweat, I got her hook sprung like a shook one. Watch when the crotch crook come, leave her nookie numb. These cookie crumb niggas wanna throw the fucking book at the dun. Business is my pleasure, mix money with the fun. Everywhere I walk, hoes stalk cause they stunned. Republican elegance, the elephant ton. Constitution or prostitution, only pick one. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I am the Bowser that keeps the princess. I possess the power that can't be contested. Collect every hour, every dollar, every cent. And with her every step, you will smell her flower scent. Dressed to impress, nonetheless, I digress. Watch your fucking mouth, I don't fuck with the stress. Be the sacred child that the Father wants to bless. You can't have a black thought without love on the quest. A grown man, a woman's tears put hairs on my chest. I won't hold hands, conflict of interest. Dip with finesse, yes I'm out the scene. Cause I'm about my green, they pout like a teen. Gripe and say I'm so mean, but I make them cream, playing with a jelly bean. I can tell you many things, I can sell you plenty dreams. Only after you get screened, you can be part of my team. Bitch, what the fuck you mean? I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience. I like him yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Bitch, bring your ass, don't fuck with my patience.
Yo, that was Just a Real Nigga and My Patience off of the Onyx Tablet album. Boomaye, the Onyx Tablet, goes with the Real Nigga Etiquette book. It is a part of the sale right now, going for $100. I said today we're gonna read out of the book, so we're gonna read some one-liners. A lot of people like that. When I came to the game, I said, we just gonna write a book just full of one-liners. You know what I'm saying? Simple reads. And I did that because I know niggas ain't gonna spend their whole time, reading the book. They got things to do. Hopefully ADD doesn't interrupt you while you're reading the book. You know what I'm saying? Or putting it on your things to do list. The brother says he has only two volumes of what I've written, many volumes. You're talking about the Kicked Out of Heaven, but you can definitely order the third volume now. It is available at kickedoutofheaven.com. If you want to separate each volume, it's only about $35 a piece. I don't have a sale going on each one of the volumes separated, but I do have it going on all three volumes. If you just want the Kicked Out of Heaven, go to kickedoutofheaven.com, and for $50 you can get all three volumes right now. I'm gonna have to change some things on the shipping and handling because shipping and handling then skyrocketed with inflation. So everybody wants to inflate their pocket, so we're going to charge you more, and that's just how the game works. And unfortunately, I'm caught in the middle of that. You dig what I'm saying? So topic of today is definitely going to be this book right here. One thing that's interesting, let me tell y'all a little bit magic that happened with this book, right? So this book was published I think after No, I think it was before the volume 1 of the Kicked Out of Heaven. And I just put the Lion Herald on there because I understood what heralds were, and I'm a Leo. So I said, let's just go ahead and put a lion on it. This same lion is damn near on every herald every coat of arms, and damn near every family crest in old Europe. All of them. Okay. And I thought that was extremely interesting because I didn't have the intention to do that, but that is what occurred. So when you purchasing this is a mini attachment to the Kicked Out of Heaven, because obviously we're talking about you know philosophy here, and there's a lot of street philosophy. At that time, you know when I wrote the book, it was very clear that the new generation was getting older, um you know and they were out here doing dirt. Unfortunately, crime is a space where a lot of black males fall into, and it's a leftover mechanism of survival from slavery. um and it's also based in the distrust that was incorporated into black male operation with not only other black males or black women, but white males during the whole slavery advent. So there's this system where, we think we can get rich quick scheme. And this is where crime comes in. And this is where a lot of majority of black males fall into, because we don't feel invited into the prestigious industries and titles that are available in America, nor do we have a sense to stick with a specific system for a long time in order to gain those titles. So it's all get rich quick. And I saw that, the way niggas was doing crime, it wasn't in a standpoint to survive. You know, you do crime for money and then you want to enjoy your money. That's how it works. You gain your money, you take care of your responsibilities, make sure that you are looking good with your appearance, go get you some clothes, and things of that nature, and you can survive. And the only way you're going to survive is to intentionally do crimes or do your shit without getting caught. Nowadays, that's not what the thought pattern is. The thought pattern is they're going to go do the crime and then become infamous. And, that's why they use that term infamous, because you are in fame. You see, fame is an ancient Greek goddess, and how it operates. There is a specific operation of the spirit of fame. It's inside the Encyclopedia on the Alchemy of Women. Okay, I do have her in there. And this operation is to commit um a devious act outside of the social system that you operate by or were born into, that will bring attention. And this attention, in essence, is the fame. So you get your 15 minutes of fame by committing the act, okay? And you don't want blood on whatever you got to do, if you're going to do it in a quote unquote great thief, the good thief or the greater taker, the great taker, the homie right here is Ansar Muhammad. He's the mayor of the city, Sun Village, California. Go ahead and put up your link to your e-residency. You could become a resident of Black Town, one of those old black towns that got destroyed in California in the in the late 1800s, early 1900s type time period. So, you do the fame because, you do the crime to gain fame, and that fame usually will get you nothing. Okay. Depends on how outrageous your fame is. And because so many people have attempted to gain fame through crime, you have to be extreme. You have to, be successful with the elaborate act. You have to, um, and with that, you will have your fame, but that doesn't really entail anything. And this is the space where, the human is immature in a sense. To do a crime for fame, recording yourself shooting or recording yourself or bragging about your crimes inside your music, as we see. We have the Dolph situation, we have the YSL situation, we have the Puffy situation. We have so many situations of rappers going to jail because they wanted to be descriptive. You know, they wanted to be descriptive on the devious acts that they were committing and the people that they've assaulted. And this is part of the reason why the executioner in the medieval times used the term favor, as, I beheaded him as a favor. He was hung as a favor. Okay. And the reason it was done as a favor is because you're only committing crimes because you are in a state of misery. And everybody knows, Europeans operate off of the term of putting one out of their misery. And, we're going to put you out of your misery because you have assaulted the community. And the community now feels the pain, and we need revenge. There must a vengeance must be carried out. And this is why the criminal is beheaded on the scaffold in front of the community, because the criminal assaulted the community and the community wants their vengeance, right? So, these are the areas where you want to be very precise on how you operate inside the criminal arts. And you definitely don't want any blood, like I stated in the book. You don't want blood on your crime, because that's evidence. You don't want fingerprints. You don't want hair samples. You don't want none of that shit. And you have to treat the devious acts with a lily pad. Okay. You want to be the frog on the lily pad. You want to gain your money. Okay. And then you rib it. Okay, and then you jump to the other lily pad, and it's really that simple. You know what I'm saying? Yo, homie, Ansar, put your e-residency link up in here, just in case the people want to join the city. So, put the e-residency link for the Sun Village up here in the comments and whatnot. And then we have another question about the book. Let's get to it. Okay. The homie Q God asks, real nigga etiquette, I state, never do two crimes at once. Can you expand on this? One of the favorite lines from the book. Okay. The reasoning being is because you feel good. There is celebration after success. When you've hit your lick or whatever, you know, you feel good about it. You feel, you got away. No skulls got busted. Nobody's involved. We can enjoy the um the spoils of war. Okay, we can enjoy what we have achieved in this act here. And that's why you never do two, and you keep your crimes very separate. So first of all, there's always going to be somebody on your trail, you know and that is the whole cops and robbers thing. Somebody's going to be on your trail, and you don't know where you may have fucked up. And sometimes you do know where you have fucked up during the course of the act, and you can't go back to the scene to fix whatever that you fucked up. Okay. So you never do two crimes at once, because usually when you conduct one crime, and if you get caught, you're going to get hit with a bunch of charges if you get caught just for doing one thing. So why do two and get yourself involved? And then once you go down the rabbit hole and you're just doing lick after lick after lick after lick, especially different types of licks and with different people, you get caught in this rabbit hole. Boom, 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 boom. You don't know who's looking at you. You don't know who the informant is around you, and you don't know where you fucked up. Because what happens is with success in crime is you become successful, like, oh, okay, that shit was easy, I'll go do that shit again. You go do it again. Oh, okay, it was good, it was easy, you go do it again. Oh, I could throw it, and then you start getting loose with the money. Oh, I could throw this money away, the money was free, yeah, whatever, bitch, here goes some money, pay some bills over here, yeah, whatever, whatever. You get frivolous with the money, you don't care about the money because the money was ill gained. And you know, you go down this rabbit hole of repeat, 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 especially if you're doing the same type of lick, and you're going to get caught. You're going to slip up and fuck up. You will slip up and fuck up. And the reason why is because of comfortability. You've gotten too comfortable hitting the same lick over and over and over and over, you see. So then, ding, 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 that's when they come by. You may not be at the house. They leave the little business card, the FBI or the Social Security, whatever system you was using, um, and you don't know who are the authorities over that system. So you could be doing some crazy shit. Like I remember I was watching something. Motherfuckers was getting paid off the publishing housing scams and shit. They got hit with mail fraud. So when you're dealing with mail fraud, mail have their own police and shit. Then you're dealing with the Secret Service, I think it is. That's over the mail post office shit. So you get hit with mail fraud. The feds is in you. I mean, and the feds are gonna take up the case as well. I think that's federal, and then I think the Secret Service may be behind it or some shit. I don't know. But there's also a hierarchy with where your case can be tossed, whether it be state, whether it be federal, whether it be this, whether it be that. It is a large spider web that you know nothing about, and you don't know where the spider is at on the web when you were out there doing the Maleficia Act. Okay? That is all there is to it. So you got to be very, 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 very careful. And I noticed that the young niggas was moving sloppy. But while they was moving sloppy, I didn't notice that that's how they wanted to move, because they thought they were getting fame off of the camera. So that's one of the main reasons why I wrote Real Nigga Etiquette. Okay, is because you got to have etiquette with how you moving with what's going on with the streets, on how you can conduct if you have to do, you got to put your hand in the cookie jar. You better know, just take one cookie, nigga. Don't take 5 cookies and there was only 7 cookies in there, because now you're bringing up awareness. Now they put the camera over the cookie jar and we're going to nab your monkey ass. And that's exactly what happens. To brag about crime is foolish. I haven't bragged about, I've discussed the licks and stuff that I've done in the Black Man's Bible. you know um some people are born into this area and have to stay in this area for the rest of their life, because it is a part of their natal chart. The criminal act, which the planet that is over crime is Mercury. Mercury is over Gemini. Okay. And Mercury, which is the first planet outside of the sun, which is Leo, is a double thinker. And with having the capacity to be able to think from many different points of view, they are very successful in committing, the dark arts. And I also think the god that's over it, that's represented by Mercury, is Janus, which is also the root word for the month of January. The Janus is represented in Rome, I think, as the double faced man, which is in sync with Gemini. Okay, so as we've also seen what's going on with Trump being a Gemini, and his running mate JD Vance has my same exact birthday. He's just a year younger. Okay, so he's a Leo. And Leos and Geminis, we get the money. Okay, I've gotten a lot of money with Gemini partners. I've never had a problem with Geminis. I've always had a Gemini around me my entire life. You know, Gemini females, I don't know. I've only had homies, but that is the line, and that is what influenced the real nigga etiquette. Was that niggas was moving sloppy. The young niggas was moving sloppy. They didn't really know what jail is. You see, real niggas are going to experience the criminal shit before the age of 18. And you get told by older niggas, the OGs, hey, you get hit with the first offense, you get a slap on the wrist, you can keep it moving, blah, blah, blah. Now that there ain't no OGs on the block, because um, a lot of the OGs were still incarcerated. So a lot of the young niggas didn't have any guidance. And, they were just out there willy nilly, and their development uh, became a lot more slower. So, what niggas is doing at 21 and 25, back in the 80s, niggas was doing that 14, 15. Back in the 90s, niggas was doing that shit 14, 15 years old. And now these niggas is committing the same acts at 21. And you're over the 18 mark. So you don't get no juvenile charges, and then it gets expunged off your record. At 21, you will get hit with your first offense, and you might have to go sit down. There is a large energy that comes through for black males when they hit around the age 20, that jail is going to be jail may be a part of your picture in between that 20 and 30 stage. So you have to be very educated on the streets, and hopefully I've assisted people to be interested into a large realm of different sciences where they can go down the collegiate route and not have to dibble and dabble with the criminal arts. But one thing about the criminal arts and all the pseudo tribalism that occurs during your gang operations is that it does develop your masculinity, and it does develop your capabilities and skills to be able to protect those who are around you, and also to identify what to be protected from, specifically when it comes to spending your money. And that is part of the reason why women are attracted to quote unquote bad boys, because bad boys have a higher experience rate than the dweeb. Okay. And when you have more experience rate than the dweeb, you can not only give her more experiences and feed her Wonderland brain space, with being on the edge and risk taking type of adventures, that the woman may like. Sitting on the back of the motorcycle is a risk taker for her, because if you fall off that motorcycle, that concrete is unapologetic. It might grab the skin of your arm and rip your whole goddamn arm off. So to the woman, risk taking, um, and they can feel safe in the areas of danger by being with the quote unquote bad boy who is more experienced in the dark arts. Okay. And the dweeb cannot do that. The dweeb will take, he will say, can I give you experience in Mario Brothers? I will give you experience in Sonic the Hedgehog. And the dweeb bitch, I mean, the bitch don't want no fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I'm saying? She wants to go out, get drunk. She wants to feel the nerve impulse. She wants to see the fight. She wants to, the uterus wants to see the blood. They want to see the red and the blue lights flashing, and things of that nature. Is, can she incite violence amongst these men? Can she portray control over the dark night? You know what I'm saying? And that's also why their attraction towards the quote unquote bad boy will make other women, fall suit or either be jealous. They'll either follow her and fall underneath her so-called queendom, or they will be jealous of her and try to destroy either the big beast or separate her from the big beast so they can go have the big beast as well and portray out in the world that she can make the big beast submissive to her. Okay, which makes her the ultra beast, if you get what I'm saying. That's what's really going on. So let's get to the real nigga etiquette. I hope I answered your question. If y'all got any more questions about this book, then say it. This is where we at today. You dig what I'm saying? I have nothing specifically marked. We just gonna open it and let the crystal ball roll how it rolls. Yeah, like I said right here. Gangs are for you to gain your tribal understanding. Okay, you can only depend on your own mind. That is definitely the heart of the criminal. You dig what I'm saying? Because one thing that I wanted to state that I didn't state is criminals are ahead of the police. You know, we're the real engines of existence. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to all your observation and your cameras and all of your heat sensors and all of this other shit, you know, advanced weaponry and all of that, that's being made because somebody got assaulted by a criminal. You see what I'm saying? All that trickery, your GPS systems and tracking devices and all of that shit is because we know that every human has the potentiality to commit the dark art. Do you understand? And you may do it for fame, or you may be doing it for personal gain in your finances, which that is the real, and that's why somebody posted up a picture of Puffy standing next to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump got 34 accounts, and he's out a walking man about to run for presidency. But then um the P. Diddy is over here with, he has the booty charges, and he goes down as a deviant, a sexual deviant. Okay. And that's where his focus was at. His focus was not his finances, because with the power position that he had, Bad Boy Records could still be thriving today. Is it? No, it is not. It hasn't been thriving for damn near 20 years. Okay. Your shit is fucking garbage. And the reason why is because he's been brown nosing. Your nose has been stuck in the butt. And now that, the residue, we can all smell it when you walk in the room. We have to take you down because we don't want the scent of arse when you walk in the room. You dig what I'm saying? And you have the power position to walk in the room. So we take you down because you were over here doing the violent crime. You were beating on the women in the hallway. We have, many women have died around you. Kim Porter and other individuals have died around you. So we need to understand what's going on. We don't have that case with Donald Trump. Donald Trump just did financial crimes. If he did them, I don't know. Allegedly. Okay. And when you do financial crimes, guess what? You go to a federal pen. You don't go to the state pen. The state pen is for niggas who robbed the 7-Eleven. You robbed little Stacy and you blew her brains out for, $50 in the cash register. The motherfucker that goes to the federal pen, which is supposedly a more how can I orderly environment, I guess. I don't know. I've never been in either, and I don't plan on going. You dig what I'm saying? There's better food, supposedly. You get more availability to the library, to the law, or whatever. And the reason being is because those individuals in there, 50 million, 100 million, the indictment comes down. I think for the feds to investigate you, your indictment has to be over 150,000, I think it is. But you were focused on the money. And when you're focused on the money, you are a psycho. Because let me show you what the feds will do. If you get caught with stabbing somebody, then they automatically create a profile because you're insane. Because to stab somebody is more of a personal, more uh close, intertwined situation. You have to be, physically close to stab somebody, and then for you to do it multiple times, we have to open up a profile and put the straitjacket on your monkey ass because you have assaulted a person, you have hurt a person. Finances is something that you can get back if you lost them, and sometimes the feds will help you get them back, and sometimes they can't. You can get your money back, but if somebody stabbed you up and cut your hand off with the machete, you're not getting the hand back. If you get stabbed in your gut, the lacerations on whatever happened with your stomach or whatever the case, you may have to piss in a bag for the rest of your life. That happens with the stabbing. So you're insane. We don't want violence. We don't want blood. Do what you have to do in order to survive. And that's what the wise man is doing. And that's why he gets better treatment or conditions, I guess, in the federal penitentiary. Like I said, I guess, I don't know. I've never been in both. So I can only go off what the homies tell me, because me, I move boom, boom, boom. Nigga, nobody knows what I do. And that's the bottom line. Nobody knows. You understand? Because it's not your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a nigga's gonna survive. You don't see me out here fucked up. You don't see me out here looking raggedy neither. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not gonna be braggadocious about what the fuck I do. Just know this: I'm a survivor, and the reason why I'm a survivor is because I'm not on my fucking rap songs bragging about what the fuck I did. Bragging to who? For what? If you're going to brag, make sure that you brag in the status of achievements, and you only do that to a superior. Because stating achievements to somebody who is inferior to you, whether that's finances or social class level, they're going to take that information as if you're bragging. When you talk about your achievements amongst bums, let's do that again. When you talk about your achievements amongst bums, okay, which shows that you have developed into the areas of adulthood and maturity and responsibility, okay, they will get angry, jealous, and they will lash out at you some way, somehow. They're going to try to figure out how to do it, okay. And when you speak about your achievements amongst those who are superior to you, and you must be able to identify who is superior and who isn't. Because when the police pull me over, they are superior automatically. And here's why. They have guns. They can talk to their fucking shoulder, and 30, 40 motherfuckers show up with lights. The people that show up can shut down traffic to get to your monkey ass. All of them have guns that they're verified to use. All of them have what was it? Tasers. They have the baton they can pull out. They have a Batman belt. They have helicopters that can come follow you. So always know that you act accordingly and in the lines of respect when it comes to the police pulling you over, even though there are situations where individuals have done that, and they came out on the the shitty side of the stick. They ended up getting killed or whatever the case by the police. So those situations do occur. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, but we need to go with the rule instead of going with the exceptions to the rule, okay? Because there's going to be exceptions, okay? And that's just the bottom line to it. So but like I said, in the real nigga etiquette, authority respects authority. And when the police see you, they see your aura. There's something that occurs during their training where they could definitely identify your aura. And if you, as an individual, are not a person of responsibility, they'll see that you have no authoritative suit. So once you don't have that information inside of your aura, that glow of authority and power, then you're automatically going to be shut down. You dig what I'm saying? So here it goes. Nobody enters the master bedroom. That's right. When you invite people in your house, nobody enters the master bedroom. That's in the real nigga etiquette, the real nigga etiquette. Just this version, not the voodoo edition. Okay, I got to get a copy of that. Okay, let me see here. I have a section called home order in here. Okay. It is wise to allow your children to experience the ills of the world at home before the world teaches them that lesson. Woo! Please do it. You better make sure that your children know before the world teaches them. Uh yeah. In a real man's house, a woman may make more money but will never have more power. Men, do not have a baby unless the woman has been living underneath your roof for at least 3 years. No doors closed or locked by children. In case of a fire, the doorknobs will heat up. That's true. So if a fire occurs in your home, the doorknobs will heat up first, and you can't really turn the doorknobs. And also, if they're wood doors, the wood expands before it starts, as it flames up or as it starts getting lit. So if you want to save your children, make sure that you don't have any locked doors by children in the house. Smoke your tobacco outside. Okay. Um, yeah. Cleanliness is next to godliness. The chest should always be ready. Okay. Conceal money in gifts. Don't go broke showing love. Spend other people's money. Cut all bullshit. Okay. The mindset of one who is comfortable is the mindset of one who will not see large money. Okay. As you saw yesterday with my performance that I uploaded, that was the first time for a lot of people, because a lot of people were asking me if that was my band or if I knew those individuals. I didn't know the name of not one individual that was in that band. I don't know that band. That band plays together at that location, Cork and Thorn, here in Las Vegas. That was my second time being at that location, and that was my first time rapping there. That was my first time rapping with that band. Don't know I don't know any of their names. I got their information on Instagram. So just to let you know, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, is how the game works. Never let your guests spend their money. That's right. So if you have a guest coming to town, never let them spend their money. You know, you make sure that you are at the upper hand and you are giving them, a good time by paying for everything. Money is everybody's god on this planet. Consistency is the mentality of business. Um, the prison population. Okay, let me see here. Oh no, I'm not gonna read that. But let me see here. Streets, the etiquette. Everybody is to be tested and proven to be right or wrong. Everybody. So that one is very important, because nowadays we got this thing where we just sit back and listen to whatever somebody fucking says, and we just intake that shit as just correct information. People don't have your best dealings at heart. People don't give a fuck about what they're saying. They've been lied to themselves. So a lot of people are very accustomed to hearing lies just from television alone. So they're going to feed you lies. So you need to proof is the only way to operate when it comes to um you know your dealings with people. There must be proof in listening to somebody's mouth. If you drink beer, you are not classy. The classy don't drink beer. Please always remember that. Okay. If you teach one thing and live in a different way, you may either be a hypocrite or whole. Okay. And that's exactly what that means. You may be a hypocrite or whole, because that goes back to what I was saying about Mercury and Gemini, being able to understand the logic from both points of view. And there's always 360 points of view to every single situation. So you definitely want to give consideration to those other points of view and find the logic that makes it real and unmovable. You know what I'm saying? So if you are born with moral and etiquette, then you have a responsibility to understand the dark side. You are designed to rule. If you are born with moral and etiquette, some people just have it. And what that is referencing to is to supreme mathematics when it comes to a genetic pool. So when we're talking about generationally, usually a criminal is going to give birth to a criminal, and usually, a dumbass is going to give birth to a dumbass. A whore is going to give birth to a whore. Now, what happens within that space is that over time, throughout the generations, you're going to have an interruption. And you're going to have an interruption who is obviously the revolutionary to the system that your family has been priorly operating by. And they will operate in a complete opposite function. So you'll have a criminal family, and then boom, throughout that criminal understanding, they give birth to the top police, who ends up being a cop for 30, 40 fucking years and ends up, running a commission, running a whole region because, he is the adverse of what the usual is. You'll have a situation where, you have a debauched family who's been operating in all types of shit. They give birth to the priest, they give birth to a pope, and the activities of that family is what enforced the opposite understanding and justification of this new seed that has been born, and they will become the priest of the pope out of that same bloodline of nothing but hardcore criminals for the past 200 years. You have to understand that. So there'll always be a genetic flip, okay, that will occur. Okay. A man who does not fight, whether he wins or loses, is not yet a man. Loneliness is needed at times. Dominant men do not ask, they demand and command. For a man to talk about another man's sexual activity shows his own homo mind. You see that? I don't talk about nobody's fucking shit until it shows up in the news and there's some big popularity thing behind it, and something to fucking laugh at for a second. Besides that, I don't give a fuck about what nobody is doing behind the goddamn closed doors. Okay. A man who has children everywhere with multiple women and the mothers don't know each other, nor is he responsible, is worthless in all arenas and areas of life. Okay. A man will mimic you or try to tear down your structure after the money is made. Okay. Motherfuckers will watch. And that's, an important thing amongst the socialism is that you don't know when somebody has declared war on you. I might have somebody in my comments or somebody watching this video right now that specifically comes to my videos every day because they have decided to try to tear me down, and they want to find some space and they want to declare war. You never know when another human has declared war on you, just like corporations. That's why they have lawyers, that's why they have ninjas, that's why they have private militaries, because they don't know what human is out here trying to get a piece of the pie of the corporation, and they want to declare war. You don't know when somebody else has declared war. You know what I'm saying? Um, Never run away unless it's a gunplay and you don't have one. Okay. Always buy your guns black because chrome guns shine. You know. Let me see here. Everything is chess. To show fear is to die. Never commit a crime and put blood on it. The peak is when you leave. Yeah, when you have maximized money in one type of hustle, and you've gotten a big lump sum, step out, because usually from that point is going to be downhill. Always dress casual and don't fall into any current media stereotypes related to hip hop or Negro fashion. So, like, it's funny because y'all saw what I was wearing on that performance. And when I was at the event, lady walked up to me and asked me, "Do I rap or do I sing?" I said, "What does it look like I do?" Just to mess with her real quick. And she said, "You never know these days." Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm an MC. I've always been an MC, but you're not going to see me with holes in my jeans and skinny jeans shit on and looking all fucking weirdo because I'm trying to prove myself as a rock star. I'm more of a rock star than a lot of niggas, but I like to move in an invisible man situation because I've always been ultra loud. My aura has always been ultra loud since a child. So I have to sort of like suppress that energy a lot because it draws in a lot of unwanted attention. It draws in a lot of unwanted individuals, you know what I'm saying? And so I have to suppress it by having a normal dress, collar shirt, and just some loafers and some jeans, man. Just, I don't want to attract all the attention that I naturally attract, basically. So women should only be involved with hoeing and similar related avenues. There is exceptions to the rule. You have some female queen pin drug lords that have been in the history of the Dark Knights, and but that is not comparative to how many women have been successful in the hoeing. you know Never do crimes that will put you in the state penitentiary, as I was stating earlier. Drug dealing requires so much thinking that you end up not thinking at all, and that's where you end up getting fucked up. So drug dealing is too much of a hands-on sport. I never advise that, because usually, like all systems out here, you're usually going to end up breaking even, and that's what happens. They get so addicted to the money, they show no real care about the money is spent on all types of shit. You're causing attention, you get that attention to you by the feds, and then you get hammered down, and then you end up with nothing in the penitentiary. Okay. That's just what it is. Stealing is justified amongst the needy. Crime is for high school kids and younger. Sex or death is the only thing that unifies criminals. Money separates them. Okay. The police are the biggest and most strongest gang by the simple fact they have a jail. Police are men and have families too. Okay. Never trust a cop. Recognize your position at all times when you're powerless. So, for instance, when you're powerless, the best thing to do when you're pulled over, or outside, standing outside by the police, and they're maybe going through your license or digging through your car or whatever the case, you stand in a rest position with your hands behind your back as if you're already arrested, because it will automatically trigger a calm state in their mind. Okay. Because of your body language is in the position of being apprehended already. Okay. So they won't necessarily have a jump out mentality towards you or be on edge. You know, a cop pulling you over is sort of like a rabid dog running up to you. You want to calm it down. You know what I'm saying? Because when a dog comes up to you, your body emanates the scent of fear, and that excites the dog more, and they'll continue chasing you. Okay. So never let that smell of fear, which is classified as funky or smoke, to come out of your body, when you're in these type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Um, they are not unified by uniform, badge, or oath. They are unified by language and code. They speak a different language than what we do pertaining to the codes. As a matter of fact, no matter what city you're in America, I think by law you can get the codes that they speak by, 10-4 and 1038 and all this other type of shit. So you can learn that as well. Always dress to impress at your best when going to any form of court or judicial building. That is just a respect for the court. That is a respect for the situation you are in. And that is also a respect for the authorities in the court, which would be the judge, the bailiff, so on and so forth. And that's also a respect for your potentiality of freedom or incarceration. Never go inside of a courtroom with your dreads out all across your head and a fucking afro and wearing some fucking sweatpants and some fucking Crocs. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me personally, if I'm at the club and you come up in the club with some sweatpants and some Crocs on, I will look at that as disrespectful. It's disrespectful towards the environment and towards those around you. When you're in your so-called, I'm in my own zone and all of that shit, you show a disregard for how your decisions are affecting those around you. And that is very feminine in thought. Male thought considers how their decisions are affecting everybody around them. You know what I'm saying? That's what real men and fathers think in the space of. Okay. So respect these men as they respond to rape calls, children murders, and other immoral acts that your brain doesn't conceive. And that is, what the line is. Look in their eyes when you talk. I have a certain respect for police because I read the news, and I've read many different situations that really have nothing to do with black culture or black community. They do go to trailer parks, they do bust meth labs, they do bust child sex rings. They are involved in all of those areas, and they do have the authority to either kill you on spot or to take you to jail. So you have to operate and have a mentality of respect in your mind when you deal with the police. And because I have this type of mentality, the police have let me go on many situations where I could have been majorly fucked up. You know, one that will always stand out is I was pulled over. My headlight was out. Didn't have a registration. Didn't even have insurance at that time. I don't think. I had weed in the car. I had my Glock in the car. My whiskey bottle was at half pint, and I had two people in the back seat and somebody in the passenger side with open liquor, open cups that they were drinking out of. And at the end of the situation, in which I had to tell one of the persons that was in the vehicle, yo, shut the fuck up. When it comes to the police, don't go to turn it on your cell phone and I'm recording this and where's my lawyer. You're gonna fuck up if you do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I stood at the rest at the front of the vehicle. you know the sheriff showed up. you know I mean, their supervisor basically, or the top ranking nigga. So it was two cop cars out there. I thought I was about to be fucked up for the night. I told them I was an author. They looked at my address on my license and they saw I was out here in Summerlin. You know what I'm saying? And they gave me my liquor. They said, and my books were in my trunk. So I was like, yeah, I'm an author. Look at the books right there, my name on it. They was looking through the shit. It was like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? So, and then they went and ran my name and shit. I don't know what they got in this computer here in Las Vegas, but I think they got like some 5 stars, some shit, because I didn't have cops give me back my license when their hand was shaking and said, you're free to go. Just go ahead, go. I was like, oh, okay. But in this situation, they gave me my whiskey back. They gave me my Glock back. They put it in the trunk of the vehicle and said, you can go. And we all got in the car and left. And that was actually a violation of mine, because when, you know, real niggas understand, you don't have more than one other person inside your vehicle. You don't never put people in the back seat, because you being as a black male, that is identifiable, and you're already considered as a gang once you have 3 people or more. You dig what I'm saying? So um you, like I stated, you can add honor, respect, justice, and fear to your aura, but that you can only do those things if you're in the authoritative position of being able to relinquish discipline. Okay. And when you do these things, when you add when you add honor, respect, justice, and fear to your aura, um when you do, the cops can't see you, literally. Okay. And that is it. Expect the unexpected. And their headlights are always inward. Okay. So, like I stated on the drug section, stay away from drugs. All drugs are sex drugs and should be taken at home with a woman. Know that. So don't be out here doing no ecstasy or doing no extra fucking shit, and you popping 3, 4 pills and you at the club. No, those are not the environments for getting high. Even when it comes to shrooms, you get a girl and you take the dopes with the girl at the house. Okay, where there is a controlled environment, there's not a lot of light splashing around, and your mind is at ease. You don't have to be on high alert. So if you're not on high alert, you've never really done no shit, and you've never been out there really in the field. When you in the field, you should be on high alert at all times. You dig what I'm saying? And nowadays the mentality is you could be out here and not give a fuck. And well, people who don't give a fuck end up doing what? Causing crashes, 5 people dead. Now you wake up in the hospital. Now you up in the motherfucking jail because you over here trying to show out against some other fucking bums. Everybody on this level we're on are bums. If you're not making a million, my nigga, we have a problem. Okay, that's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? Um, uh, I don't know about those questions right there. So let me see here. Let me see where we're gonna keep on going. Keep on going. Money is neutral. Money and tears don't mix. Money will heal more than hurt. Okay. Money is not the root of all evil, because money is utilized by the human. Whatever the human does is gonna define their um, their inclinations or their desires with how they spend their money. Pay yourself before you pay anyone else. Wealth is quiet, rich is loud, poor is flashy. Reality is one and the same as money. Being stupid and broke is hell. Being intelligent and wealthy is heaven. Okay. To get big money, you have to have a free mind. This means leave your religion and history dogma in the books where they belong. Yeah, when you're conducting business, you don't fucking talk about religion or mythology or gods or anything unless y'all on a private time, because you never know how what is built into somebody else's thinking and operation. You don't know how they're going to respond to, what you may support in your mind. So just keep it over the money and keep it quiet. It's better to be rich and rent a woman than to be broke and keep one. Okay. Money controls everything. Money is your God's God. Okay. A businessman must hustle and a hustler must know business. Only businessmen are intellectuals. Okay. The nigger thinks saying thank you is worth a gazillion dollars, and it's not, you know. Consistency is the mentality of business. Okay, let me see here. Let's go into the yeah. This is all in real nigga etiquette. This is a heavy piece of work right here, and it's available on the blackmansbible.com. You spend $100 right now, you get the Kicked Out of Heaven 1, 2, 3, the Black Man's Bible, Real Nigga Etiquette, and the Ethereal Law, with the Encyclopedia on the Alchemy of Women. The ebooks will get sent to your email immediately as soon as you purchase. Do you understand? Okay. So a king moves from his seat, pawns run the street. Okay. A wise king always reminds himself that he is no king. Okay. Clean your gutters and cut the grass. There's always something to do. Are paper plates throwing away money or saving time? Okay. Infestations can and will bring plagues. Okay. Make a designated kick it area, this quote unquote man cave. Never open the door without answering it first. Okay. It's best to have cameras everywhere. Smiles confuse people. Cuteness is for women. Okay. Clean shoes are important. To collect shoes is feminine. And you see how they move that shit onto niggas with collecting all these damn shoes and, trying to put all of these high values on some gym shoes and shit. That shit is feminine in a motherfucker. Only childish women measure a man by his shoes. Don't dress to desire attention. This is a female trait. And exactly. Don't dress to desire attention. So, like I was stating about how I was dressing when I was performing, people couldn't tell if I was a rapper or not, because rappers, they they've socially engineered the system where rappers wear an attire that is outside the norm and can be identified by other people that you're a rapper because you dress, move, speak, or your hair looks like this. You could never do that with me, my nigga. Fuck all of that shit. It's just some clown ass shit. Because when you take that same rapper and put him in the boardroom, he looks like a clown. When you take that same rapper wearing all that fucking shit everywhere, 18 necklaces and all this other shit, and you put him in the motherfucking, you put him in a tourist, uh, attraction. I mean, a tourist location. Everybody's going to be staring at him. And little do you know that the people that are staring at you, 9 times out of 10, they got 3 times, 4 times the money you got. You see what I'm saying? But all of that attire shit has nothing to do with the personality of who you are. You are specifically doing things to try to gain attention, and with that attention that you gain, you might gain the criminal mind, and they finna come rob your ass, which we have seen several times. Uh, Women who pay attention to brands see no value in the man, only in his possessions. Uh, Men who wear tight clothing have been classified as effeminate in all cultures, and that's in all time periods too. Um, Maturity is seen in your appearance. Make sure your dress code is your blessed mode. Okay. Real pimping don't wear white socks. Okay. So that means hard bottoms. That means grown man stature. Okay. Never compete with a woman's beauty. Real gangsters wear suits. Okay. Be neutral at all times. All right. Your hate and anger is a waste of your time, no matter what the cause. One can eat the sun. Herbs are important. Okay. Water is God. All right. Everybody has some form of mental issue. There is no psychological healing without love, sex, and drugs. Just don't get addicted to either three. Okay. Let me see here. If a person's eyes are not aligned horizontally in all their movements, that person is insane and has demons. And yeah, I can definitely vouch for that. Whenever I, talk to somebody and look at how their eyes are moving, or how they complete their sentences, I can have just one conversation with a person and tell if they're mentally sound or not. It is better to be respected than accepted. You know. Let me see here. The orgasm, sex, and love is the true medicine for all ailments. This is true. Um, Sports are an unhealthy distraction. All cancers start as a thought. Astrology plays the most important part when dealing with diseases and sickness. Arguing is equal to stagnation. Okay. Uh, there is no religion, only the supposed path to and of perfection. As a people evolve in technology, their sexuality will alter, as we've been watching. Okay. We've all been seeing this. It is wise to be whole, resist temptation, look for faults in everything first, and then find the gold. All right. Your astrology has told you what you cannot do. Some of these things you will have to change. A lot of the things that are stated in astrology is actually stated for you to go to war against, when it comes to your actions. And once you do that, you will set the road to become whole. Okay. Instead of just being a percentage of what your potentiality is. Poke holes in theories to build your own. The going back to Africa Negro. Y'all remember when? Y'all remember when Joe Biden said he wanted to be the great Negro? Look at that. What is the first one? The great Negro. You understand? That section was hilarious. This section right here actually started a whole trend throughout all of my books. I do that shit with all of my books now because a lot of people love this section right here. The different types of Negroes, right? The Negro types is what I got. The DVD man Negro, the sock man Negro, the weed man Negro. Okay, the Negro scientist, the Negro lawyer, the shoe shining Negro, the motherfucking Negro, the 2% milk Negro, the Newport Negro, the 40-ounce Negro, the gimme five Negro, the let me hold something Negro. Okay, women in the different types. Okay, yeah, the mental state of men. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, there's some wild shit up here. The non-westernized woman is ideal. That's what you see with the passport bros right now. Never kill the little girl and a grown woman. Females can be little girls forever. Boys have to be men. You know. Let me see here. There's only two secrets to women. That's be forceful and be serious. That is where she will be excited off of your masculinity. Okay. Every woman is to be thoroughly investigated. Nobody is the same. Okay. She must come from a double parent household. The woman that plays games will be the game that gets played. She must not have been raped or molested as a child. She isn't involved with internet nonsense. Yeah. No woman I've ever been with has naturally been involved with, having profiles and doing a bunch of Instagram shit and all of that shit. Remember, ladies and gents, the pussy is designed to be fucked. The ideal woman will do chores without being asked. Okay. She will be mad if you do the dishes. which I've had that happen to me before. But she was breastfed and born vaginally. Okay, have minimal tattoos, if none at all. There is no gain in love is dangerous. The majority of women are scared of their own vaginas. Okay, the main reason women are single is because of their own prerequisites. Okay, let me see here. I got some wild stuff in here, my friend. Um, why do women want to do any and everything a man does? Okay. Don't tell me you love me, prove it. The magic of a woman has taken many souls. Women know they are insane and expect you not to know. You have to understand a lot of stuff that I say about women that was taught to me by women. Okay. Never think you know who's been in a woman. Okay. Never wait on a woman, but always make sure she waits on you. Love is forceful correction and instruction. Women are built to confide in, okay, which means they hold secrets. Twerking is an animalistic mating call. Okay. The ugliest woman can have a beautiful heart. Um, the woman that does not initiate sex with her man will surely lose him. A woman's best words and wisdom come during pillow talk. Women are the source of belief. Passion is the elixir for women. The beauty of a woman lies in her loyalty and servitude. Okay. Let me see here. Brush your teeth before giving oral. Ha ha. Before and after. Okay. To love what someone else does and you not experience it yourself is only depreciating your value. Love is the key word when hustling. Now figure that one out. Okay. Love your guns and love competition, for you are a man. Love and trust are attached. Anger plus love equals passion. Okay. Responsibility. Let me see here. Let me see what we got here. The world is the great eye. The world and earth is a living organism. The world has one rule: you will have to fight. Okay. Men must challenge and make people think. You can't build a community if the individuals are not built. If you neglect the intelligence of the stars, then you have neglected yourself. If you have no proof of your statements, then please shut the fuck up. Gods can play any and all roles. Facts are only for books, not brains. Intellectuals don't need hype. Uh, yeah. So yeah, all of this is in real nigga etiquette. Now I see why a lot. I haven't read this book or went back through this book in a long time. You know. So let me see here. Your individual see a pebble on a beach. Only ants in organization that make the pyramid of that makes pyramids out of pebbles. Those who run and easy are those who run are easy to get rid of. Everybody deserves testing. Okay. Riding the fence and being indecisive are the traits of cowards and fear mongers. Never believe anything anyone says. Never trust anybody. Never wait on anybody. Experience is the best teacher. The magic of age old systems are no longer applicable. Life is consisted of two things, man and woman. Okay, let me see here. The word no gets you nowhere. Okay. Let me see what else we have here. There is no character without trauma. Humans are psychological animals. Okay. Small screens are for small brains. All right. The white race equally loves and hates the earth and all its peoples. Okay. The root word to theory is theology. To study man is to discover God. Okay. Fake is safe, temporarily. Reality is threatening. Fear is the root to respect. Fire is a destroyer. Okay, let me see here. And all things that you get understanding. That's interesting. A lot of people compare me to the Neely Fuller. You know, I've never read any of his work though. I don't even have anything of his work in my library. The dark is superior to the light. Okay, because there's more darkness than light. Look above you in the stars. Your attitude dictates your altitude. Okay. The man with one eye in the land is of the blind is the king. All right. It is only the results that matter. The method does not. There is less headache when you operate with no emotion. There is no gain in making someone pay with violence. Machine is man's best friend. If you grew up in a well to do family and you talk about war, you are not living in reality. Being right in front of Negroes does nothing for you or them. Wearing your religion on your sleeve gets you where? Okay. Let me see here. Let me see here. A conscious movement lecture looks like an Afrocentric Halloween competition. Do not test a man about his God, as I stated earlier. Humans are naturally ignorant and disrespectful and will run from authoritative personas. All right. They will call you the tyrant if you can't allow them to operate in the space of their animus. If you design rules and regulations for your safety, you know, children and women will always contest the boundaries that are created, which will also test your capability of either love or violence and manipulation. All right, which also will classify you as a tyrant if you bring any form of consequence or any form of violence on those who have broken the rules of your boundaries. So that's why fathers are excluded or hated on by women and children, is because fathers operate off of the intellect that they know, which is based off of their, you know, either what they read or what they have experienced. Okay. And that processor in their brain develops these rules. And if these rules get broken and if you lay consequence, you are considered a tyrant, because the children and the women don't understand why you designed those rules and that nothing is going to happen, because you have a futuristic thought on the process, because you look at everything in a mathematical format and there is an equation. This plus this will equal this, and women and children don't look into future. So that's why they went through this large project of the past 20 years, um, of minimizing what masculinity is and how males originally think, because your thinking is actually supposed to be connected to and based off of the purity of religion and trying to enforce that. But even with um, the wild, uncontrolled space of Christianity, the average male has developed whatever logic they want to, based upon that Christianity, and has also fused in their tyrancy within incorporating those rules for their household and family. Okay. And we can see that in what we call the cults. We see that with the Jehovah Witnesses. We see that with the Latter-day Saints. We see that with the Mormons. We see that, you know, with a lot of different cult groups and whatnot, is the males develop some form of logic and other people are attracted to that logic. And then the people who are attracted to that logic, the the presenter of it, um feels as if they can exploit the people however they want to, whether that be financially, sexually, so on and so forth. And that's been the repetitive system that we've seen with all these groups, even Malachi York, you know. um to so-called expose the secret makes you the top tier or the king of the village, okay? Or whether you expose the secret or keep the secret or express the secret indirectly, so then people don't even know that they're looking at a secret, but they're looking at something awesome that you've maintained within your own, okay? And part of that intellect is what people want, because they may feel debased. The only reason they feel debased is because they come from shitty fucking households and shitty fucking backgrounds and loveless environments, and they feel empty. So then they want to be filled by being connected with other individuals who have a similar thought that is aligned to the individual who is bringing the source logic. But over time, the things will become tiresome because you are not living out the creed and the dogma in which you spoke, and then you will have to reinforce your logic, and it may have to be done through violence or some type of event, or imposing a miracle or something like that. And then with you doing that, you also become the tyrant over time, especially if you're bringing consequence and violence. So that's to show you that every male has the capacity to be the quote unquote tyrant. Okay. And that is why fatherhood has been um, looked down upon, and they've tried to keep males out of the family because males will enforce rule and regulation, and women do not see the future downfall. And we can see this by the way single mothers are raising the children. The single mothers raise the children with, okay, have your grades done, and then fun, fun, fun. Just keep the children running around with fun, fun, fun. Give them 18 birthday cakes during the course of their living, and then afterwards get a job, because during that whole time they could have been prepared for their future, but they were not prepared for their future. There was no road designated. They just let them graduate, and then after the graduation, go get a job. Okay. And that's because they don't have a futuristic mind frame. They don't think in those spaces because they don't have to. And in order for when a woman thinks in the future, it breaks down her capacity of being dependent. So she'd rather be dependent and get things for free from males than to think in the future and think in the space of security. They're not going to do that. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. Um Let me see here. So yeah, this is it. Don't waste your time explaining ideas or plans with Negroes. They will just get jealous or copy and ruin the essence of said idea. You better be very careful with that shit. You better be very fucking careful. Uh, Unfortunately, niggas will take your idea and run with it, or see what you're doing and then try to duplicate what you're doing and then present it to you as, and it's like, nigga, you're trying to present some shit that I'm already doing to me, and then you can only do it to a certain percent because you don't have the special umph, that, or the special essence that is needed for the completion of the project or whatever we're doing. You see what I'm saying? Got it. Let me see here. Yeah. Don't get upset because you lived the Bill Cosby life like a good boy should have, and you don't understand the world now. And that is in reference to a lot of the children being raised by the single mother, even though come to find out that the Bill Cosby wasn't that good after all. He had the Quaaludes, you know. Yeah, appreciate that. A happy customer. The important thing about this statement right here, Kebulon for life, is that he has a library, and every man has a library. Okay, and that's just the bottom line to it. You know what I'm saying? Every man should have a personal library in his home. If he does not, he is not a man. A lot of women, they'll come up in here and they'll see I got libraries damn near in every room of my house. So they'll see that and automatically get intimidated and be like, "Oh, this nigga think he knows something. I'm gonna get the fuck on." Yeah, because all that little stupid suggestions you got out of your mouth where you think you can steer me left or right ain't finna work. You dig what I'm saying? I look at the game completely different. You know what I'm saying? When a man does not chase, she feels unwanted. When a woman does not chase, he feels unwanted. It's called life. It's all fun and games. Men chase women, women chase men. And always know this, and that's why I've always had long relationships. When I choose, when I allow a certain woman in my life, is because she put down some chase in the beginning. And putting down chase shows that she's interested, shows that she's invested, shows that she'll try to secure her position at whatever cost may come along with that. And that also shows that she'll be serious about getting some money too. A woman that just sits there and taps her foot is not going to do that. So always know that when it comes to you being interested in a girl and you trying to date her or whatever the case. And also know that a woman isn't going to stick around unless you tear flesh in the coochie. Okay. When you first enter into that woman, if the flesh doesn't tear, if you don't feel flesh her flesh, then there's no muscle memory, okay, being put down. And you do not have that capacity space of the muscle memory. And she isn't going to be coming back to feel what women call it hurts so good, to feel that flesh tear. Do you understand? So that is a bottom line one right there. Always remember that shit. If you don't tear her flesh on the inside, then she's not your woman. you know that's muscle memory download. And she'll definitely chase and make sure that she's around you 24/7. You dig what I'm saying? So implementing correction is a threat to most. It implies that they don't know what they are doing, and nobody wants to feel stupid. Trauma rewires the brain, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes both. Okay, money controls your emotions, temperament, whether you like it or not. Let me see here. It is the individual that remains antisocial who is actually saving himself. Okay. Trying to speak to animals or plants is building a connection with the earth. If you cannot smell what is happening with the planet, you are not connected. You have a choice, moderation or greed. Okay. The intricate rules of yesteryear are only used in gram size today. Okay. But the rules of yesteryear have far more power and strength than the rules of today. I have utilized the rules of yesteryear when it comes to, my book covers or how I go about literature I've written, or even when it comes to the music. That's why the thing that I did yesterday, or what I loaded up with my little performance, it grabbed people because it was acoustic. It was, the tiny desk. It was the MTV Unplugged, and we're using original instruments, and you could hear that saxophone. That saxophone is not in the original beat. That song, "Linger in a Lingerie," is on my Wired for War album. Okay. So that was like what, maybe 3-4 albums ago. Yeah, that was like 3 albums ago I did that song. So I knew it was good for the environment, So yeah, let's keep it moving. If a man is not passionate about what he does and believes, which is being serious, he won't be able to satisfy himself or a woman. Money, sex, and the mind have no limitation. Your life's past, no matter what phase, shows if you are applicable for ruling anything. Okay. If you are angry at anything, the history, the present, the future, understand hatred only kills you. Trauma is a part of nature in the human paradigm. Get over it. Um, yeah. If you're angry at anything and you're not doing anything about said anger, then it's just going to destroy you from the inside out. Anger and hatred is a very heavy, heavy energy to carry around. That's one reason why I don't fuck with it. You dig what I'm saying? So let me see here. Let me read something off the last page, and then we're going to get up out of here for the day. Okay. Anybody got any questions? You better bring them up now. You got anything you want to say? Bring them up now. As I stated right here, it is here. No God can hear your screams. That's the last word for today. Real nigga etiquette. Well, this is one of the most powerful pocketbooks for the streets. You dig what I'm saying? Get it now. If you got any young nephews or cousins or anything of that nature that's fucking around with the streets, make sure they read it. And then, because them niggas will be looking at you like, nigga, I don't fuck with no books, nigga. I'm super OG. Just open it up, read a couple of lines, and I bet you nigga, oh, what the fuck is that? So yeah, we need wisdom, and that's what I put down in my books: The Real Nigga Etiquette, The Ethereal Law, and also the new one that's coming called Man, Earth, and the Human Earth and Existence. You know, so, and no, none of them are going to be in any form of duplicate. All right, we're going to be getting more descriptive because these subjects are infinite. Okay, so yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all dropping by today. Set your alarm clocks for 2 o'clock tomorrow. Make sure you donate to the God 720. I need it. Do you understand me? I got children to feed and all of that shit. You know, I got more music to make, more books to make. If you want them, you dig what I'm saying? Then you finance the game, is how it works, you know, because I'm blackballed. You know, I'm blackballed, especially with the information that I put out. I've sacrificed myself so y'all could get the truth. And we can have our race looking in a better situation than what it is right now with individuals like Diddy up here and Suge Knight and all of these other motherfuckers making us look fucking terrible. You understand? So that is just how the game works. You know, don't be the laughing stock. And we're definitely going to remove the position of the African Americans being looked at as, dumbasses across the planet. You will not insult my intelligence, and that's just the bottom line for that. So donate, go hit up Millennium DVDs, get the books at theblackmansbible.com. Everything is at availability for you. Go ahead and put the God 720 in all your streaming services, okay? And bump me overnight. Remember what the trick is. The trick here is to let your music app stream my music all night while you asleep. And then all you have to do is turn down the volume so you can sleep. And then just have my shit playing for like 8 hours on repeat. You dig what I'm saying? And that'll build up my streams. That'll build up the Fedioski. There's always, wherever there's a will, there's a way. So if you can't donate directly through the Cash App, which many people have, and I do appreciate all of that. And we have one individual dropped $100. Let's see if anybody can beat it. You understand? We're gonna place down some competition. So if anybody got a song they request, oh no, I got specific songs I'm finna play. No requests today. So we finna get up out of here. I definitely appreciate y'all coming by. Real nigga, get the book now. And this book right here has been valued at $5,000 some fucking dollars. None of my other books have hit that evaluation. So that's pretty odd, but let's keep it moving. All right, and I will be checking y'all later. See you tomorrow, 2:00. Be there, be square. Peace.
Saga City. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Dark age, last days, keep the black on my tin. Niggas talk about business cause it's riches they want, but can't keep their eyes open after smoking a blunt. Real ones stay high, we got the heart for the hunt, got the brain for the game. So insane and profane my lane, it won't change. Give that bitch some bow legs after snorting cocaine. Now she go to the strip club and get dough in both ways. I'm the Wizard of the Oz, it's my job to get paid. Use an image, a facade, Instagram and a page. Where's a gram for my rage? Rather be standing on stage and have my hands on a gauge. Looking for the long play, smelling piss in hallways. I'll be balling one day, this is just a small phase. If you can't survive the plague, grunt like swine in your grave. Watch the dragon wings spread as I'm leaving my cave. And I won't be coming back till they feel heat from the flame. Mr. Read my story, nigga, remember the name. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Pussy niggas think the dark side will leave you depressed. Living in reality will put some hair on your chest. The survival of the fittest, and I wish you your best. I'm just being myself, but niggas think I'm a test. Niggas running in a circle, they be rushing they death. When you find the stairway to heaven, start watching your step, cause you might fall back. And what do you call that? In alleys that's all black. I got a swing and I scratch for small stacks. That's between all the fleas and the rats, pit bulls and the cats, zombies smoking on crack. Have you ever seen a boss hog push a Cadillac? What's the point of this rap shit? I'm not getting no plaques. So when I speak upon wax, I'm releasing the secret that you need to attract. You can bear your own burden, I don't believe in no slack. This the black man's Bible and I'm just preaching the facts. I can at least give you that. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Dark age, last days, I keep the black on my tin. Yeah.
I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl.
Yeah, I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl.
I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl.
So who's the phony propagating holy matrimony? Take some notes from the lowly macaroni. If I gave you some game, you bury my body and stone me. So it's me mobbing with the women only, cause there will always be a Judas nigga amongst the cronies. Trust me, I do this, little homie. Sit around the fire, let me tell a little story about a bitch I went to pick up in my big body truck. Head bump in the trunk, equipped with rims and studs. You know the regular stuff niggas do to look tough. I rolled the blunt up and then I touched the gas. As I begin to dash, we puff and we pass, we discuss and we laugh. She tears up in the mirror as I start to ask, what's wrong? She says, I can't believe I left home without my thong. I get addicted to niggas like you with games so strong. She couldn't find her bra when I dropped her off at dawn. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl. Yeah, I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl. Yeah. Little sweet country girl in a city boy's world. Diamond teeth, rose quartz pussy, and a tongue made of pearls. On the dick she wants to twirl. Tie up your hair, don't mess up your Susie Q pearls. Looking cute in your knee-high socks as those green eyes watch me sweat. Cause yes, I grease the pussy with no respect. She holds orgasms back, don't wanna make a mess. She gets embarrassed, but these are the precious times that we cherish. Like horse and carriage, gotta talk about divorce before marriage, cause only money got married and nothing else. You wonder why I didn't come home last night. You were stuck by yourself because you play too much. That's why I'm sipping mimosas with a Samoan at brunch. Yes, I'm living it up. This is the West Coast way. Weed, women, weather, and they all wanna play. Today was a good day. There's nothing else I can say. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl. Yeah. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, pretty bitch. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun, baby girl. Yeah. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun. I thought you was the one, but you was nothing but fun.